Welcome to Galveston Island. I want to give you today the 5 ways in which to act like a local living on the island and what they do. Number 1 is shop local. There are some of the greatest little shopping excursions that you can go on down there on the island. Eating on the island. Man, I'm telling you, the food down there, if you're a seafood nut like we are, some of the greatest seafood, that's out there. Things to do, like, gosh, they brought this last year, they brought the trolley back. So there's actually a trolley car that runs around the island. There's a duck boat tour. Yes, there is a duck boat. It's actually a car that drives around the city and then goes off into the lake portion of the water and floats like a boat, all through there. Gosh, the sightseeing here in Galveston is phenomenal. Got the real estate, it's a very, very old city. Galveston, one of the things that happened in Galveston in the 1900s was the hurricane of the 1900s and just all of the deaths that had caused, because it is an island, right? So that's number 1. Number 2 is all of the festivals that go on and all of the events that happen, really just about every week on the island, especially in the spring and in the summer. So 4th of July, Mardi Gras is a big thing down there. But once again, it's just part of living on the island and all of the festivals. And I'm sure as a islander, even though as much as they probably love us coming down there, I'm sure at some point in time in the winter, they're probably glad to get a little bit of a break from all of us down there. Number 3 is BOI, right? It's born on the island. By the way, don't fake it, because they will figure you out, right? I'll never forget, like I said, I was trying to open up a real estate office down there, and I was kind of a suit and tie guy, in the real estate office. And they told me, they said, listen, let me give you a word of advice. If you're going to go down on the island, you better get yourself a nice shirt. You better think about sandals, and you better think about shorts, because, on the island, it's island time. And I will tell you, I love that part about it. It's the Jimmy Buffett kind of laid back atmosphere down there. Once again, just a lot of things to do. Gosh, the fishing is great. There's a lot of boat tours that go off there. So there's the Pleasure Pier also. Pleasure Pier is, you'll see there's amusement rides out there. There's restaurants out there. It goes out into the water out there. The beaches. So one of the things about Galveston, because it is part of the Gulf of Mexico down there. And I will say this, it's not all of the blue water, that you would expect in the Gulf. We get a lot of the sandy silt that comes, from the mighty Mississippi. So it's a little darker, water, a little brown water that's in there, quite honestly. We still go through things like, riptides and sharks and all of that there, but that's really, that's number 3, born on the island. Number 4 is, it's travel. Gosh, when you look at, one of the biggest growth areas of not only Galveston, but also the whole cruising world is Galveston now. The terminal has become a big, brand new terminal. All of the big ones are in there. We did a cruise out of there about 2 years ago, which was great because we just drove in and parked and got on the boat, So that's a big one there. A lot of travelers are coming into Galveston. The fishing is just phenomenal out there. I mean, the boats will come in, in the morning with fresh catches of fish. So when you get down into downtown Galveston, part of the old part, you'll see some of the fisheries down there that have also have a restaurant that's attached to it. One of the last things about, living like a local on the island is its real estate. The real estate there is absolutely dramatic. I mean, from the beachfront living, you know, that's more down toward the west end of the island, all the way to downtown, which has got some great pieces of real estate down there. On the investment side of things, you know, we have a lot of investors that will come in, they fall in love with the island, and then they buy a piece of real estate, you know, where they then hire a short-term vacation property management company, right, to manage those properties for them, to keep tenants in there, you know, every week, to keep vacationers in there, keep vacationers happy with, you know, the good 5-star reviews, right? That's a big piece in there. The real estate there on Galveston Island is good. Now, the market's a little bit slow in there right now. Not unusual, but the good thing about a little slower market is there's some great real estate buying opportunities in there. If any of this has become an interest to you, subscribe to my channel, right? I do more things on travel, real estate, coaching real estate agents, and property management. I can also be reached at 713-899-7394. And once again, we'll have more and more and more of these videos coming out. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.